Get 3 yards of Ankara fabric, remove the band, remove the 2 stripe that you will be using to stand as the sleeve. Then on the remaining fabric, after removing what I mentioned, you will divide into 2. One will be bigger with 6 inch, that will serve for the back. Then the front will be the smaller. Then you fold it together this way. After folding it together this way, you measure it to get the middle, to get the midpoint. After you get the midpoint this way, you will notch it, because that is where we are going to be putting our dart. I'll be showing you. So watch what I'm doing, you will understand. So when you notch that middle, we are going to be putting a pleat. We are going to be making a pleat because there's a pleat on the trouser, both sides. 2 sides in front and 2 sides at the back. There is a pleat. So this is what I'm doing now. Before cutting the actual trouser, you are supposed to do this before cutting it. I don't know if there is a way you can achieve it after cutting, but this is how I did mine, and it came out very, very nice and beautiful. So we'll put our so this is our pleat. We'll put it on both sides, in the front and also at the back. So we'll repeat the same for the other side in front. This is the front piece that I'm working with. This is the same procedure you are going to be using for the back to achieve this beautiful baggy trouser. It's actually so classy. You can walk into any event and be looking like a boss chick. So let's get into it. You do the same for the back and the front. Hope you understand. So let's get into it. Yes, this is basically the process. So after doing this, we'll now take it to our table to cut. This is our pleat and this is our front piece. So we are going to put in our measurements. We'll mark out our measurements for our trouser. This is how it looks. The 2 sides has a pleat. So here we'll just put in all our measurements, our waistline, our crotch depth, our hip line. So that is basically what we'll be doing here. Just the same way you cut your trouser. After putting the pleat, just bring it together, place it together, and mark out the lines you use to cut your trouser. That is my hip line. I've already measured my crotch depth down, and the starting point will serve as my waist line. So that is just the measurement that is required to cut this beautiful classy trouser. I hope you understand what I just did here. This is my crotch depth and I just curved it. So my waist, and then I connect it to my hip line and cut it out. So after cutting this out, we'll be bringing the back piece to the table, placing our front pieces to it. So here's the back pattern. What I'm going to be doing now is I will bring the front pattern, the one we had already input all the measurements and cut out. I'll bring it to the back pattern. I'll place it on it, and then I will just measure the allowance that I want to be at the back. The front and the back cannot be the same because the back is bigger than the front. So I'll just be imputing all the measurements I feel I want to use at the back. If you are comfortable with using 1 inch, you can use. If you want to use 1.5, you can use 1.5 all round from the top to the bottom. But what I'll be doing here is I'll be using 2 inch. That is what I usually do. In front, I didn't put any allowance. All my allowance is at the back. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm going to be sewing from this allowance, and then there will be extra allowance to accommodate the buttocks. So that is what I did here. Just carefully impute all your measurements. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.